Hey guys, it's Craig Dweller here. I just got back from a winter overnighter in the White Mountains, as you might have seen in my previous video. And I've been home about an hour, and a couple of people have PM'd me lately wanting to know what my loadout is for winter activities. So I think before I put all this stuff away and dry it out and take care of it, as you should, I'll go through it rather quick. I'm not going to get into too much detail. I'm just going to show you flat out what I brought on this overnighter up in the Whites. Clearly, when I brought my pack out initially, it was a little more organized than it is. I packed up in a snowstorm, so it's not going to be the prettiest thing. But I think what I'm going to do is start with what I wore on the trail, give or take, you know, layering change-outs, that kind of thing. For footwear, basically, these are Kamiq snow boots. They're nice, very well insulated. I have the Catula micro spikes on the bottom for traction, which is what I use the majority of the time out there. The trails are pretty well packed down, unless you get off trail. Then it's like I showed in the video. There was 3 or 4 feet of snow. So yeah, they're just Kamiq snow boots, waterproof, pretty handy, comfortable to hike in as well. The Outdoor Research Crocodile Gaiters worked out great on the trail. Showed those a couple videos ago. Very comfortable, no sweating. This is a buff I wore around my neck. Really helps keep the draft, and I used it at night too to cover my face and mouth, or my nose and mouth, to breathe through essentially, so I didn't get a lot of buildup of frost on the inside of the hammock. That works out great. For my hands, the liners are in here somewhere, but these are Eastern Mountain Sports Gore-Tex mitten shells, if you will. I find them awesome. They come up quite a ways on your wrists, and you can draw them tight. Keep the draft out. Awesome. You can put, they come with some nice liners that go inside you, glove liners. But what I found I did is I brought some wool mittens that I put inside here when my hands really got cold. It worked out great. But these are pretty handy. Let's see. My outer shell was this. I've had this for years. It's a Cloudville Zorro rain jacket. Great piece of gear. I think it weighs, I'm not really sure what it weighs, but it's light. Waterproof, windproof, acts as a great windbreaker for walking through the snow and keeping the snow off you as you're brushing up against it on the trail. Under that, for a while I was using this Sierra Designs puffy jacket. It's not a super thick puffy jacket, but it does have a hood, which is cool, handy. The sleeves have the little thumb gusset, which keeps your sleeves down where they want to be and not creeping up your arms during the day. So that's cool to wear layering underneath that Cloudville shell. And underneath that I had this, just a synthetic long sleeve. Not sure what brand it is. Champion, I guess. But that's cool to have as a layer underneath all that. For pants, base layer, I wore these Smart Wool leggings, if you will. Really thin but super warm. Pants, I've had these REI, I think they're called Endeavor synthetic pants. They're polyester and spandex. They stretch quite a bit. Got a couple pockets here in the front. I keep my cell phone and my trail map there. The cuffs have a cinch on them, so you can cinch them up. Super nice pants. They work out great. Underwear, just some synthetic, not sure what brand they are. I don't think they were that much money. Socks, these are Wigwam wool socks. They worked out great with those Kamiq boots as far as keep my feet warm. I brought one pair, or actually 2 pair. I wore one in the hammock at night. For a hat, just a simple toque I wear all the time. Nothing special there, just a hat. As far as the pack, well, let's go back to the trekking poles. My Lucky Cork lights, love these things, worked out great. The pack itself Like I said, this is the ULA Ohm. I've shown this a bunch of times. Love this pack. It's my go-to pack. It's 60 liter, and I found I had just enough room for winter treks. Being, you bring in more insulation, more bulk, even though it compresses. You need more. I need to bring more than in the summertime for sure, as far as that goes. My snowshoes I just have on the side of the pack, attached with these, I'm not sure what they're called. You can buy, I think they're by Nine Eyes, or Night Eyes. They're just rubberized, I think there's wire in the middle, but they're twist ties basically. And those work great for securing the snowshoes on the side of my pack. These are the MSR Revo Explorer. These worked out great, really happy with those. One on each side, of course. My pack weight, including a liter of water and my food, was 31 pounds, so I was happy with that. Let me get off this side here. There we go. Trying to hurry here. So again, this did not go together nearly as nice as when I went out. Started in this pocket, I guess. In the side pockets here of the Ohm, there's a pocket on each side, which are pretty spacious, nice. In the side pocket, these are the spreader bars for my bridge hammock. This is a, it's actually a fly rod. Tubular bag, if you will. It works out great for containing my spreader bars. The MSR Whisperlite stove, that worked out great. See the other side here. This is a balaclava that I ended up not using because I ended up just not really needing it. This here is a Kelty rain poncho that I used to enclose the head end of my hammock at one point when the snow, keep the snow out basically. That worked out good. It's just a ground cover. In the front pocket here, or the mesh section of the Ohm, in this little bag I've got compass, fire starters, spare spoon, pocket knife, thick lighters, water purification tabs, just little essentials bag, nothing super fancy. Wipes, pretty self-explanatory. Hand warmers, I brought a bunch of these, those worked out great. Nothing worse than cold hands, right? Through night headlamp, fuel bottle for the Whisperlite, and I brought the Baco. I did have to cut a few limbs and for improvised tent stakes to hold my tarp down. Alright, that's it for the outside. Let's go to the inside. This is just, some of this stuff's still damp. This is just a heavier fleece that I ended up not even wearing, but it's good to have. These are those wool mittens I was talking about. These actually have a, they turn into mittens essentially. So these worked out really good inside these glove liners as a combination. My hands never got cold. Although I did in the morning tying off guy lines, or undoing guy lines. I used a couple of these hand warmers because my fingers got really cold without anything on them, that is. My Cedar Summit pillow, I ended up not using that, but it was good to have. Bandana. Let's see, a couple of these are some more smart, these are smart wool socks. One of those. Another toque to sleep in. Let's see. is a Sea to Summit Event dry bag that has a fleece blanket in, a lightweight fleece blanket I brought to supplement my top quilt that I ended up not using that either. My food bag and my cook pots. This whole top section is just my Coleman kit. So I ended up bringing home more food than I needed. I always end up bringing too much food. That's the bag for the poncho. My War Bonnet Outdoors Cloudburst tarp. I keep it in this stuff sack. It's just easier to get in than the one provided. It's as simple as that, and it does compress down pretty small anyway, but inside the pack. But it's just like in the morning, it's just simply easier to get in this stuff sack versus the one provided. The War Bonnet Bridge Hammock Ridge Runner. You've all seen that before. There's the bag for my down coat. Just some clothing that I wore on the trail that I was trying to dry out. This is a LL Bean synthetic top. Really like this thing. It's versatile as heck. This is a silk base layer that I wore on the trail. Synthetic t-shirt by Marmot or Mammoth. That worked out great too. Again, I'm going fast here. I got a lot of stuff to put away, dry out. This is a Sea to Summit large or medium stuff sack. This contains my 0 degree Lynx underquilt as well as my 20 degree Burrow top quilt. So that goes in here at the bottom of the pack. This is a down vest from LL Bean. I ended up not using that as well. I ended up using that as my pillow versus my air pillow. It just was more comfortable for some reason last night. And that's it. Side pockets. I've got this jam with bars of all sorts. Energy bars, protein bars. And this one's empty. That's about it. Love this pack. I was able to get the Nalgene in these. I was able to carry it in these yellow shot cord loops on the trail, so water was right there the whole time. Worked out good. I did boil up snow or melt snow to make water for the morning. And that's it, folks. I know it's a huge pile of gear, but it all fits in there. And like I said, yeah, it just worked out great. Can't wait to go out again. It's a whole different thing in the summertime. I don't carry, like usually in a summertime backpacking trip with, the gear for that kind of thing, I'm averaging 15 to 18 pounds for everything. So it's a lot of weight for me to carry. But it was awesome. Just figured I'd show you what I bring. Thanks for watching. Peace.